Welcome to the Ascended Thread podcast, higher guidance woven into everyday life and healing. I'm Andrea Clem, owner of The Way Home to You.
And I'm Dana Swazo with One Thread Healing.
And today we're going to talk about meditation. Um, Meditation for me really has been life-changing. Um, so life-changing. And I don't know about you, Dana, but it's been just something so powerful.
Right, right. I know. And it's something I know that would be beneficial to do every day. And I know I say I should meditate every day, but I don't always.
Yeah.
But, but yes, it is a very helpful tool.
Yes.
And And I do meditate, but not like in all the ways that everyone might think you meditate, because you could also meditate by walking in nature too. So,
Yes. I'm really glad you brought that up because that is something that I wanted to talk about. Meditation. When I first started meditating, and that was probably for me, well, actually, probably around the time we first met, probably 2017-ish, I think.
hmm
For me, going through a hard time, I started exploring different modalities, which included meditation. And to me, when I first started, it was intimidating because I felt like it needed to be this very big thing. And it can be so, it could be something so simple and so little as even just sitting for a moment and noticing your breath, right? Just that beginning of calming down your nervous system, starting to quiet the brain and switch into focusing on ultimately nothing, but even like the breath or the sound of the fan and things like that, um, and or being in nature. It can be so many different things.
Right, yeah, and that's why exactly what you just said. That's why walking meditation is a form of meditation, because the slow walk through nature can just be meditation by paying attention to, like what you said, the step or your breath or the sounds around you or just the beauty around you. So yeah, exactly. You hit it right there, right? The nail on the head right there.
Yeah, yeah. I know for me, I used to live in my head. I don't think I even felt my body most of the time. My head was just going and thoughts constantly. The thinker in me, the figure outer part of me was the person that worked all the time. And so when you can step back and stop, holy cow, it can change your outlook on everything. And so for me, when I had started meditating on a more regular basis, the first time that I noticed, oh, this is making a difference in my life, I was actually cooking dinner and it dawned on me, I was thinking these thoughts that I always think that I don't want to be thinking, and they're bad thoughts to me. And I recognized it. And I said, oh, I don't think I want to be thinking these thoughts right now. And I allowed them to move on. But even catching a thought and being able to redirect it was something that I think meditation brought to me because it made me more aware of stuff that's going on and made me more able to release it and focus on the breath or just something different and let it go and be quiet for just a little bit of time. But that's how I think it really started to impact my life, or when I noticed that it started impacting my life, and I can make that change because it, those thoughts weren't great and they kept me feeling in a bad space. But then I was able to start to move into a better space and move myself into a better space by noticing them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I know a lot of people say, I can't meditate.
Mhm.
They say that, I can't stop meditating because my mind just keeps going, or I can't stop thinking. But the truth is, the mind always thinks. So
Mhm.
meditation isn't about stopping the thoughts, but it's about changing your relationship around them. Pretty much what you were saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so for many people, it's, movement might, so that might be the people like that who say, I can't meditate, that maybe that is where walking, hiking,
Mhm.
biking, running, can actually help that, help bring them into a quote meditative state where, they're just kind of, shifting
Yeah,
their
even like
thoughts.
artwork or I guess even a hobby, something that you can get totally lost in and time could just fly by like nothing. That in a way is a meditative state or a flow state, I guess. So even those like coloring books where they have the adult coloring books or mandalas or different things like that, that's a way too where you're focusing again and not necessarily thinking the thoughts. You're allowing them to flow by. So there's
Right,
different things. And actually, my friend and hairdresser, her and I had a thing going a little while ago where we were going to try to get back into meditating and stuff like that. And she reminded me, and this made it so good that, it doesn't have to be a 20, 30-hour meditation. What if we say we're going to sit down for 3 minutes every day in silence?
right,
And check in with each other and say we did this, and we did. And that nice reminder of it doesn't have to be something long. It could be something so short and it could reset um just the way that you are for that day. So
right.
that's another thing. It doesn't have to be this great grandiose sitting down in total silence for an hour, because I used to think that was kind of the goal
Hmm.
when I first started.
Right,
And it's not. At least it's not for me, I'll say.
right, right. Did that work well for both of you to like, did you enjoy that? Like having a check-in every day,
Yeah.
like having a check-in buddy?
Yes, I think in lots of different things in my life, it has helped to have somebody to an accountability buddy on different things, right? It motivates me when I know there's somebody I have to, or I is supposed to say, "Hey, I did this." So
Right.
that is helpful for me, and it made it fun too because I knew how powerful meditation is for my state. And like you said in the beginning, I don't meditate every day consistently. I go through streaks, how I go through different streaks in my life on a lot of things. But I do know that when I do it, and even more so when I do it consistently, it really makes that change in, I think, how I interact with people, just the way that I even view the inputs that are coming in to me and the way that I react to them.
Hmm.
Mhm. Oh, I also wanted to say, when we decided that this was going to be the topic that we were talking about, there's a gentleman that I listen to in the mornings a lot, and his name's Panesh Desai, and what he says all the time is um, resting in the awareness of your breath. Oh, I'm going to forget it. Resting in the awareness of your breath brings your life into a living meditation.
Mm.
To where that you just sitting in that awareness, noticing that going in and out. I don't even have to have my eyes closed. And if I could just start noticing my breath for a minute, in and out, I'm not noticing my thoughts. It really can be as simple as that with my eyes open. And it could bring me back into that more of a calm meditative state. So I really like that saying.
Right, right. Yeah, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, because meditation really is about, the practice of being fully present, but and allowing the mind to settle. So, which allows the nervous system to regulate,
Mhm.
awareness to shift from, the constant thinking into, I gotta do this, that, it just kind of allows you to just for a moment, just settle.
And I think we could all use a little more settle.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So you said it's been life-changing for you. In what ways have you noticed a change?
I think really my reaction. I think it's changed. There's a lot of stuff, I guess, going on in my life when I was really getting into meditation, doing long meditations, this and that. But I think the biggest change was the kind of the relationship with my kids, way that I parented, I guess I would say. The way that I parented which then resulted in a better relationship with my kids because I was able to work and finally calm down my nervous system, which was really, really, really riled up at the time. And so when I could calm it down, then I could be less reactive to my kids. I started yelling less at them and being less reactive to them. It was just because I was carrying around stress. It wasn't because of stuff that they were doing. They were just being kids. But with my nervous system way out of control, I couldn't handle it as the adult the right way. And so by calming my nervous system down, it started, the biggest shift was there. Even taking it into the working, into work and career and all that, even how I felt about deadlines or, different stressors and things that would pop up at the time. I think I could handle them a little more clearer with a clearer head. I started practicing like just taking a breath before reacting or talking or making a decision and things like that. It slowed me down, which slowed everything else down and made it easier to um, handle, I guess, and stuff. And so I think what I'm most proud of is the relationship with my kids.
Mm.
And because it changed me and how I interacted with them. And I think it made me a better parent. Not, I might have not really been doing anything different, but my interactions with them was different and I was much more calmer. Um,
Yeah, that's a good point because I didn't realize that until you just said that like yeah, life does get a little easier just because you do start slowing down or you I don't know what it is, but yeah, I guess after being in a meditation practice for a while, you do kind of just start slowing down a little and not reacting as much. So yeah, I didn't even think about it until you brought it up, but I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like it does seem like life goes a little smoother, I guess, because you're just like, okay, I can, I not being so reactive, I guess. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. And same. I notice when I go for streaks where I don't meditate or breath work or those kind of things, that I do become more reactive at times or more stressed out or don't want to deal with things. So I know deep within me that is something that's very helpful and very powerful for me. And I'm human and don't always do that, but I could catch myself and say, yo, girl, you need to get back to the things that help you
Hmm.
and then it will.
Right, right. And then from an energetic perspective, meditation does more than relax us. It raises our vibration. So again, that's maybe why our life is a little bit better and smoother because we're in a higher vibration. So yeah,
Yeah.
and so then when the mind becomes quieter, we become more aware of our intuition. And so
Yeah.
we do hear the subtle guidance, like me talking to you earlier about, after a class I taught all weekend. And it usually comes in when I'm in the shower, but I'll hear thoughts, and before I just be like, oh, that's just a thought. But no, it's intuitive guidance. And it was what I was supposed to do, as a follow-up for a class I did this weekend. I was just provided like you need to do a bonus material for him and do it and create and it's going to come across as a meditation. So
Yeah. When we're quiet and connected, right? That's when we could hear channel information or connect more to our highest self and receive those types of messages. You're absolutely right. And
right.
another thing that can happen in a meditation, you can have kind of mystic experiences. You can have physical experiences. I've gone
Hmm.
to different meditation retreats and people have had all different kind of reactions during these meditations from yelling and having almost orgasmic experiences um to almost falling down on the ground and releasing all these kind of things. I mean, there has been some crazy things that I experienced at those different retreats, and they were, I think, just so powerful for these people that I kind of wanted to go home and be like, oh, let's let's try to have something like that. And I have had different body sensations and different things happen during meditations that I was just like, wow, this is very neat. And I want more of that too. So,
Right. Right. And you just reminded me that like I consistently for like 10 years, but I moved away from uh, Lifetime Fitness now. But consistently for more, maybe even more than 10 years. It's probably a crazy amount of years, but consistently at least twice a week, I went to dance class, and it's just, like today's music, dance class, and they do have like a routine, but they also encourage you just to be in your body and do what you want and do what your body wants and dance. So like, you might kind of do your own little flair to it. But I realized that was the one time I truly felt like embodied, if that makes sense, because I just felt free. So to me, I don't know. To me, feeling free feels embodied. I don't know.
mhm.
I can't explain it, but that's what dancing did for me. And that's the one time I felt like I'm here, I'm me, and so to me, that must have been my meditation, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it could look so many different ways, but yes, having that full, oh, what a beautiful experience, right?
right.
Fully embodied, just moving as you. That's
Yes.
that
Yeah.
is
And
great.
it's the one time I didn't care what anyone else thought. I didn't care if anyone looked at me. I didn't care. I didn't notice. That's
Yes.
another thing. If they were, who knows? I don't
Mhm.
know. But if they were, I didn't even notice because I was just like, I'm just here,
Yes. Yeah. And that's so powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it could be so many different things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess my encouragement is to
Yeah.
here's some stuff is to try to find your meditation and get creative. If it's something that you've been intimidated to do or think that you can't, then maybe that's sitting down in total quiet with your eyes closed, trying to shoot for 20 minutes. Maybe that's not your thing, but maybe try a really embodied walk. Maybe try listening to the fan for 3 minutes. I mean, maybe try any of the things that we've mentioned,
Or
coloring,
even staring at a
dancing. Yes,
candle flame or
that's another
something.
thing, right? Staring at a candle. That is another
Or
tech.
like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and just try it for a few minutes a day for a while. Like Andrea said, like her and a friend are like, it doesn't have to look anyway. Let's just do it for 3 minutes, whatever it is we do.
Yeah, and that gives you permission, right, to
Right.
try little things because I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I have a really big task that I have to do, that seems a lot harder. But if I'm going to start really tiny, yeah, I could try this. Oh, that made me feel a little better. I think I'm going to try for 5 next week, 5 minutes, or things like
Yeah,
easing your way in and seeing the impact it has.
right. Exactly.
Mhm.
So I was thinking we could, for our audience today, kind of end with well, first, we would ask everyone, as always, to please like and share our YouTube channel and our podcast session for the day. And so, what I will do is lead a little 5-minute meditation, and then I think what we'll do is at the end of the meditation, once I kind of bring you back into your physical bodies, we will just leave you in silence for a few moments or, a little time. And then we will just quietly go off the air and just let you rest and relax in those energies that you might be in from the meditation. So if you're okay with that, Andrea, I thought I'd do a little meditation real quick for everyone.
I think that is the absolute perfect way to end this. So,
Okay. All
well,
right.
all of
Perfect.
you, thanks for listening to us chat and really enjoy this because Dana is a wonderful meditation leader.
Okay.
Or that, I don't know if that's her.
Yeah, yeah, no, thank you.
She is great at creating meditations.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So I just invite you to gently close your eyes and settle into a comfortable position. Allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to relax, and your breath to become slow and effortless. Taking a long, slow breath in and gently releasing. Again, breathing in peace and exhaling anything you no longer need to carry. With each breath, allow yourself to become more present, more centered, more at ease. Bring your awareness to your heart. Imagine your mind gently descending into your heart space, where thoughts become quieter and wisdom becomes clearer. Now bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. With your next breath, imagine beautiful roots of sparkling crystalline white light beginning to grow from the bottoms of your feet. These are not heavy roots. They are living streams of brilliant white crystalline light, extending effortlessly downward through the floors beneath you, through the layers of the earth, deeper and deeper, until they reach the radiant crystalline heart of Mother Earth. Pause here for a moment. Feel the immense love, the wisdom, the steady presence of Gaia. Now notice something extraordinary. Stretching throughout the earth is a magnificent crystalline grid, an intricate web of brilliant white light. Like countless sparkling stars connected by luminous pathways beneath your feet. Each point of light pulses with living intelligence, with harmony, with unconditional love. See your crystalline roots gently reaching toward the sacred network. And as they touch the crystalline grid, thousands of tiny white lights awaken, one after another, like stars illuminating across the earth. Feel yourself becoming fully connected, grounded, supported, held. As this crystalline connection strengthens, notice the pure white light of the earth beginning to rise through your roots. It moves effortlessly upward, like liquid crystal, cool, pure, radiant. It enters the sole of your feet, filling your feet with light, bringing stability and presence. The light continues into your legs, relaxing every muscle, every cell, every fiber of your being. It rises into your hips and pelvis, gently opening your root chakra, allowing you to feel safe, grounded, and deeply supported by the earth. The crystalline light continues flowing upward into your sacral chakra, bringing balance, creativity, joy, and the freedom to simply be. It now rises into your solar plexus, expanding your inner light, awakening confidence, clarity, and your authentic power. Allow the white crystalline light to move gently into your heart chakra, opening your heart like a radiant lotus flower, feeling yourself receiving love, giving love, and remembering that you are love. The light now rises into your throat chakra, clearing your voice, helping you express your truth with kindness, authenticity, and grace. It continues into your third eye, bringing calm to the mind, opening your intuition, allowing you to see beyond limitation into infinite possibility. Finally, the crystalline light reaches your crown chakra, opening like a beautiful 1,000-petaled lotus. Feel yourself connected below to the crystalline heart of Gaia and above to the infinite light of divine source. You become the bridge, heaven and earth flowing through you. Take a moment to simply rest here. Notice how your entire body has become a pillar of brilliant crystalline white light. Every chakra, every cell, every breath, alive with radiant presence. Silently affirm, I am grounded in the love of Mother Earth. I am open to divine light. I am balanced. I am connected. I am a living bridge between heaven and earth. May my light serve the highest good of all. Allow this beautiful energy to settle into every part of your being, knowing that the crystalline connection is always available to you. At any moment, with a single breath, you can reconnect to the loving heart of Gaia. Begin bringing gentle awareness back to your physical body. Notice the chair beneath you, the room around you. Take a deeper breath in and slowly exhale. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you are ready, open your eyes, feeling grounded, centered, radiant, and deeply connected to the crystalline heart of Gaia.